Hello. Hello, people. If this is live yet, I know there's like a 12-second delay. Oh, all right, now we're live. What's up, people? I'm coming at you live from Rubylands. Very special day for my people. Not. So it is the day of the St. Patrick's Day parade downtown, which is where I live. So it'd be very easy for me to walk out there. And I know that my dad was downtown hanging out with my homeless friends. We got a little picture of him and Jermaine. So I'm assuming he's at the parade with his crew of homies. Being popular is in the bloodline. Thank you. Yeah, we're going full glitz. Just got out of the shower and did my makeup. I don't know if this is what I'm going to wear for Celebrity Sunday. I just wanted to put clothing on, and this skirt finally fits. It was a little too small, but then I fasted for many days. Not for aesthetic reasons, although I enjoy that benefit. It was for the Fifis, baby. It's for the Selebrity. Yes. I don't know if I'm gonna go to the parade because I just don't know how to do it. I'm doing fairly well considering I went down from an insane accidental dose of 3,200 milligrams of gabapentin a day down to 0. Right, the same weekend where I went down on my methadone, and I'm prescribed the gabapentin to manage withdrawal symptoms, so it's coming at ya. But it's been tolerable. I've just been taking it easy. Luckily, I didn't have to work yesterday or today, so I been just taking it easy, resting and reading a lot. Same old shit. Well, what's up, Stevie? I see Gamer in the chat. Sherry. This band is, I mean, Stevie, I'm sure already knows. They're Suicide. They were like 70s proto new wave punk band. They're called Suicide because part of the project started because they found a keyboard at like a garage sale or like an estate sale. And they inquired about the background of it, and it belonged to someone who had killed themselves. So they decided to just run with the concept, and that's why they're called Suicide. I'm anti that, though. I don't want anyone to ever get hurt or die anywhere. Hey, how's it going, Jody, Dreamer? Shouldn't you be wearing green? Exactly. Well, all right, I'll show you what I'm trying to do. First off, I don't know if I'm going to go out there. I don't even know if I should be online because, I don't know, obviously I'm feeling all over the place. But I felt like it, and whatever, I'm fine. But it's like, I hate St. Patrick's Day. No shade to St. Patrick, who I would like to learn about today, who was a saint. We all know about those saints. Suicide was the other members in the audience when the Ramones first played live in 1974. Yeah, they have crazy lore. Crazy lore. Very, very cool band. You don't want people to die. Not because of my encouragement, no. But speaking of not dying, I watched the remake of Frankenstein last night with Jacob Elordi and Mia Goth, who I love, and they did a great job. But it kind of shows like what it would really like the reason why you shouldn't want to live forever, probably, especially not if it would be separated from everyone you care about. Thank you, JC. That's very kind to say. Hey, Danielle. So what's in the agenda? Really, just doing my hair is the main objective of this stream. But the thing is, there's a couple reasons. I don't know. I will run into people I know downtown. And it's embarrassing streaming. Like, none of my friends want to be on stream. It just feels invasive to do it sometimes. So I don't even want to go be like that. Especially, that's like a precarious social thing to navigate. Hey, Area. Hey, Sheik. As a former bartender, I also don't like St. Patty's Day. Green puke from the rookies. Dude, I used to bartend in St. Patty's Day, and I've worked in restaurants. Like, horrible day for the restaurant industry. Horrible, because you get lots of bad tippers, lots of horrible drunk people puking, crying, green shit everywhere. St. Patrick, the human being, should be rolling in his grave. Okay? Gosh, it's such a... They've just hideousified it. Made it a hideous, gross spectacle of the worst traits of being Irish. Yay! Alcoholism good. That's what we is. Nah, bruh. What's up, Jay? Green poop and beer. Yeah, it's just... And considering, like, already that's overstimulating, and then you factor in I'm experiencing what's similar to cold turkey extreme benzodiazepine withdrawal and methadone withdrawal, it seemed like a recipe for disaster. But it's like I could always just come home. But I don't know. Are you a waitress? Because you serve me. Damn. Thank you. Thank you, people. I just did my makeup to try to look better. I showered, all that. And I am planning on the return of Celebrity Sunday today. So that's part of my motivation to not just be in bed, rolling around in misery and pain and praying from the bottom of my soul for relief. I don't know. What's up, Brian? How's it going? So, yeah, I'm planning on doing the show, but just later today. So I might just do my hair and then, like, take a nap or something and then do the show later. That might be what my day looks like. And that's fine, because the only thing that matters this weekend, the only thing that matters is just not relapsing from now until I can just see my doctor and get my gabapentin refilled and I'll feel better. Or just not get it refilled and not need it, which would be wonderful. So we'll see what happens. Because they might not be able to. I fucked up. I don't know how I didn't notice. I was taking twice the dose of like a heavy tranquilizer. Stunning and brave. What's up, Snapco? Next weekend is your birthday weekend. Oh, nice. Very cool. Are you turning 24? I believe, because you're 23, right? You're a youngin'. You got so much time in front of you. Me and Gamer both took some steps back from the internet over the last couple weeks. And yeah, long overdue. So I just haven't, I've only streamed when I felt like it. And I was like, all right, if I feel up for it, I'll do some kind of Celebrity Sunday, but it's not going to be, it's going to be even less organized than the already like very there's going to be less attention span, okay? Less cohesion, less preparation. I just want to manage expectations. You're 24 this weekend? Nice. Hashtag wrong about Ruby. Exactly. Exactly. Or right about Ruby. You're 70, turning 12. Nice. Yeah. So this was the idea for the outfit was like, it looks, I look like an Irish bitch, right? We got the dyed red hair. And I could just get like a green baseball cap at Walgreens, but I could also just not do anything. I don't know. Missed out. Next, I keep missing out words. Oh, that's okay. Very Irish. Yeah, and with the, this is like a kilt. So this is giving, there's gonna be enough green. But if I do want to go that route, I have my green screen like blanket. I know what I'll do. I'm gonna do my hair. I've made a lot of progress so far. Gonna do my hair, and then if I do go out to the parade, I'm going incognito. Or maybe I should do that first and then do my hair later. If I'm incognito, I can choose whether or not I want to interact with people I know, and then like also just choose to not. I don't know, I'm fucking crazy. I went to look for Kraton yesterday, actually. I didn't look that hard, but I went to the bodega and I inquired about it to help with the withdrawal. Even though I'm weary of using it, it's just such an unusual thing to be like, to go from taking twice my dose to like no gabapentin. It's crazy. And it's making me feel crazy. You've got to get some Neptune. I was watching, so I'm revisiting Gossip People. Like, there's things I do want to cover a couple of, like, you know, gossipy things on Celebrity Sunday. I think I just need to be very thoughtful about it and things I say about other people. Hello from Holland. Hello. What's up, Austin? This is energy drink driven? No, this is withdrawal driven. I'm just trying to use the energy drink to maybe lock in on something and then go from there. I should have put a wording in the title, like, for incoherence. I'm literally sitting on the bathroom floor on the toilet right now because I'm nauseated. I feel like throwing up because I had pizza last night and drank too much. I've been waiting. Oh god, that is the worst feeling. What's wrong with you? Oh, you can't tell the difference? Difference of what? Oh, between male and female? Some people do struggle, unfortunately. I think it's the combination of just watching so much porn and like getting into like different things of it, and I don't know. Most people are usually able to tell the difference. Women are actually better at telling male from female than men are, because for us it's more necessary for our survival to know like how many men are in this, like, you know, on like a evolutionary level. All right, this song is too psychotic for right now. We need normal. Nope. Too crazy. Let's do something normal. Stop. That's more normal. Fuck. That's not nice, bitch. Yeah. Listening to all the groups I listened to when I was like 16. I had this album, I had the Breeders, Title TK. What else is that era? Like Smiths. Alright. I'm gonna use my new hair drying thing. Come up with some, or don't insult people. Let them insult me! Don't, Stevie, don't hide anyone from insulting me. I live for this right now. I want it. Plus, it's good for the algorithm. But, I mean, unless it's something very hurtful, but, questioning my sex is for, like, I don't have that issue, so it doesn't really hit for me. Where is my mind? But they can feel free to express that. Shouldn't even be an insult. Where's the working? Uh-oh. Throwing these is another good name from the time. I've heard them, I never listened to them. Your eyes are beautiful and you're very well. See, it's like I get enough compliments being like, you're beautiful, you know, which is sweet. I love that. I'm not trying to make fun of that. I'm just saying, like, someone can say, you know, someone can have other opinions. It's a beautiful thing. And I've been so positive. I want some negative attention. I'm bored. No, I don't. That's why I said I'd come up with original. It just gets boring. Well, but still, it's still good for the algorithm. People want to type, unless they're spamming it. I don't care. And then if you silence it, it's just like, oh, it must be true. It's just everything people do to protect me actually hurts me more, I realize. So stop! Thank you. Sorry, that was an outburst. Carrot cake. What's up, Tyler? How's it going? Alright, I was catching up on Keanu's fallout with Stuttering John. That's just crazy. So I might, yeah, I'll watch some videos like that. I'm just, you know, I just gonna be careful not to accidentally be mean to anyone. Or I forgot my explosive rage, which is gonna be worse because I'm in withdrawal. I have forgiven you for your outburst on me. Thank you. You got the Keanu invite, Rubes? I know. I feel like it just keeps not lining up, and it's like, I don't know. I'm obviously in a weird spot, so I'm not really. I appreciate the efforts to probably like book things, but I can't. I'm in the minute to minute, baby. That's about it. That's fine, dude. That's great. I thought your styles and dries. I love it. Really, it makes the whole process easier. And I get the back of my head. What? Ruby needs the handler like Brittany. You are a very honest girl. I try to be very candid about my life because it's the sole reason for making my channel is to kind of see if other people felt like I did on issues. And, yeah, just put my voice out here. Love you so much to make a skip. I'm like getting the hang of it more and more. I think that Are You Trans, it's actually similar to Are You Trans? It's like the Are You Felix from Stray Kids? I think it's a copy pasta. Lots of enablers here. I hope they enable me and others to blossom and thrive and live our best, happiest lives. Hallelujah! You have a fit. You have any journaling disorders? I get the exclusive rage. Yeah, hopefully I'll even out a little bit, especially once I'm not in like severe withdrawal. You change hair colors to the dress spray? No, I just dye my hair a lot. Gotta keep an eye on fat camp. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's something. Well, yeah, we'll see. Cause like, it's painful for me to like observe certain things right now. Like I don't know how else to explain it, but just watching certain things that I was more desensitized to consuming. Once you like take a break and come back, you're like, whoa, this is painful. Like I don't know what is going on in the world. Everyone's crazy. And now I can do more straight hair stuff like that. She keeps it pumping straight to my heart. Straight to my heart. One thing I don't recommend though, I got this root touch up and I used it. It just dyed my face red. Like, or it was like dyeing like my forehead and anything my hair touched. It was not. I mean, I'm sure I used too much of it too, but I'd rather just dye my hair more frequently. This is what we can do. Hey, Lennox. Thank you. Group 30 of goals and holding yourself accountable. I do actually, yeah. I have a lot of goals in life. I mean, my main objective right now is just to stay clean, to keep going to church, to keep tapering off of methadone and all my medications, to move into my next condo, finish school, get my driver's license, and ultimately find a fulfilling life purpose that doesn't hurt anyone else and can maximize my skill set, whatever the fuck that is. She asked me like a pass. But I feel like all I do lately is just kind of like reflect. I'm just trying to like center myself, and I'm just reading constantly. Box for weeks into your detox, yeah. Wish I could eat your cancer. You turn me. Wait, I've got a new complaint. Please achieve one. Thank you. Well, I have achieved. I just went down 25 milligrams on methadone, and I went down by my entire dose of gabapentin. And I went to church twice last week, and I'm moving in 2 months. And I ordered my immunization record so that I can finish re-entering college. Please achieve. But I root for you too. What are your goals? What are you working on? Everyone should always, because if you don't have like your goals in mind, it's really easy. You just get sucked into the minutia of things, and next thing you know, you're in like just not in the right path. Why are you tweaking if you're sober? Is it permanent? It might be permanent, and I'm in insane gabapentin withdrawal and methadone withdrawal. So it's the combination of that. Thank you, Final Chicken. Being totally honest, I don't care if you are either. We all need to be loved and appreciated. Don't care if you are either. I forgot what that was in reference to, but I appreciate the love and appreciation. So I can. Oh, maybe. All right. Alright, let's just go walk downtown and come back. I don't know what the fucking weather is. This is what I was talking about. Because I don't know if I have to put on leggings. It might be too cold out. 'Tis the season of not knowing what outfit to wear because it's changing temperatures. Wow, you're 28. I wish. Wish. No. Actually, I feel a lot. I'm in an infinitely better place than I was in my 20s. Also, people were saying I'm like not doing any goals. Hello, I lost 70 pounds last year. I maintained stable employment. You know, God, people. I mean, I know those are like, whatever. It doesn't matter. This is something I struggle with. Is like I want to be understood and for people to know where I'm coming from, and that's just never gonna happen online. Like I don't know why I keep trying to force it. Like people are watching me. you know, the snippets I show them into my life, they can come to their own conclusions. Like, it is what it is. I mean, for me personally, when I look at a video of myself from a year ago, I feel like I'm unrecognizably, like, very different and in a better spot, but some people feel differently. Or even, I don't know, maybe a couple months when I was dating a fucking absolute maniac. That was hard to get over too. You know, and I just got all the charges dropped. I got the RO. Things are looking up in Ruby Land, so why they gotta come at me? Mom suit. Sorry, I can't help thinking of Lalo when I hear the last song. Glad you're doing and looking good, Ruby. Thank you. Wait, heart-shaped box? I don't know if does he have some association with that song? Oh, thank you, Paul. Are you doing a panel stream later? Well, I'm gonna be doing some version of Celebrity Sunday. I don't know what to do about the panel situation. Because, I don't know. Oh, we'll see what happens. I'm really just taking it minute by minute. I wasn't sure if I should even try to do Celebrity Sunday today, so I'm just gonna take it minute by minute. I still don't know if I'm gonna be going to that church service again. It looks like my parents are like doing parade stuff right now, and I don't know if I want to do that. I think you're doing way better now. I know your outburst on me was caused by stress. Thank you for having that, you know, for being understanding. I do. And that's one of my big things. And it's like in Celebrity Sunday, so much like the little thing's been, let's get toxic. I can't anymore. I'm detoxing, quite literally. So the vibe definitely needs to switch up in a major way. Oh, I don't know what about, who are my panelists now? Who are they? Gamer, on break. TK, Jeremy, still in the sunken place. I don't know what to do. Stevie's still around. But it's like, I don't know. I'm overthinking everything. Do what you think is good for your stream today. Yeah, and my number one absolute thing is like my mental health. I'm not going to be drinking any alcohol or anything. I haven't drank since the incident of a couple weeks ago. Yeah, one day at a time. 1 second at a time. I might have to put on tights if it's like actually cold out. If I'm walking around, I may as well be walking in the parade. I'll put on fucking sunglasses, whatever. Plus, when else am I gonna be able to do this? I'm moving into the burbs, people. I'm not gonna be able to just walk outside to the parade. I can hear like drums and stuff. I don't know what the schedule is, but it is chilly. I have to put on like leggings or something. Something that's way warmer. Okay. But yeah, so I'm just trying to find a balance of resting, but also trying to keep busy so I'm not just like dwelling and thinking about how physically uncomfortable I am. Even though that's hard to ignore. And also, I don't know if the temperature is going to be okay outside for... I can't do it. I'm not doing it. I can't do it. No, I can't deal with any temperature changes right now. I'm sorry. This is a sneak peek into the withdrawal that people normally don't broadcast, but I'm just... felt like being social online. She talks like her jaw is wired. I don't know how to get rid of that, bruh. Am I wrong? How far from your job will you have to walk when you move? I won't be able to walk to work, I'll say that. It's outside of New Haven. I'm not going to be in the city anymore. And it's whatever. There's a bus, Uber, getting rides for people. I don't fucking know, dude. So I'm acting when I'm waiting for weed to arrive. Yeah, I just take a hit of my weed pen because I'm too uppity. Just rape your face. I breathe, open up the door. Can we talk offline? No. Thank you. Unless, well, I guess I talk to people in my Discord and the like, but I can't keep up with DMs. Especially, I don't know you. Are you mom? I am. I do have a 1-year-old son named Cinnamon, and he's nocturnal, so he's sleeping right now. Hot, good. Yeah, I can help. Man, maybe even doing Celebrity Sunday is too ambitious. We'll see. How's it going, Loki? Hey, Doughboy. Boy Blue, Stevie been trying to enable for years. But enable what? Like, I've been tapering off of methadone for the past year. I've been clean from everything except a weed and the occasional beverage for a couple years now. I don't need it. I mean, maybe enable and like people give me attention online, which I like, and I do like positive reactions more than negative. Oh, you got me there. Yeah, I don't know. But I can't keep trying to understand what like random people online think of me. It's like, it's just too easy to hack into my brain. All you have to do is type one comment. That's why I don't know if I'm for the internet. I don't fucking know, dude. We're just friends, nerds to get a life. I mean, it's unfortunate that anyone who associates with me is also attacked, but that's just the internet. It happens to every content creator. It's everywhere. Everyone is just used to like ritualistic hate, tribalism, random sadism. They just decide that you've done some kind of moral infraction where you're dehumanized, and therefore they can do any level of cruelty to you and feel justified, gleeful, and try to get others to join in. It's beautiful. Hey, how's it going, He-Man? Dude! Yeah. I don't know how much they are because I got it as a gift. I'm pretty sure they're expensive, though. Maybe a couple $100. But, like, this is game changer for my hair. You know? Usually I have to dry it, and then I do, like, a long time with, like, the hot iron and stuff. Tyler says, I get over my opioid afflictions instantly on a lysergic acid trip. Yeah, I've heard of that. Sometimes people can... There's certain psychedelics like that and ayahuasca that can be very beneficial for people. Don't know if I would recommend it for just anyone because it could also be very horrible. And I would never recommend taking a psychedelic while in opiate withdrawal. But psychedelics and anything that takes you outside of your consciousness or like a spiritual experience can have profound impacts on addicts. That's why a lot of anyone who sticks around in like meetings is like gonna be some form of religious. Yeah, Joy Division is great. What if Ruby tried hypnosis? She could quit smoking instantly. I don't know, but I feel like all of my habits are moving in the right direction of less. Like I haven't drank in a couple weeks. I've been smoking about half as many cigarettes as normal. So I'm really rolling with this, you know, the spiritual praying a fuck ton and going to church a lot and just being full blown. Microdose psychedelic mushrooms. I've tried doing that and had weird outcomes. Oh. Quitting tobacco is harder than cocaine, way harder. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the, obviously for me too, I was able to get off fentanyl, huge doses of Xanax, heroin, Adderall, all of it. Can't wait to be a fucking methadone though. It's my point of view. Small microdosing. I mean, it can be. It can be helpful to some people. I'm just trying to be on as little substance as possible. But yeah. Smoking's harder for a lot of people because it's not as stigmatized, it's not as expensive or instantly destructive in the way that like crack is. Jeez, man, that'll do a catastrophe in your life if you're built a certain way. Ruby, just hold yourself accountable for your choices. Yeah, I'm trying to do that too, because I found that like when I over explain or defend, it takes away from any apology, but I do feel frequently taken out of context or purposefully misunderstood, and it's a frustrating experience to get used to. But obviously unavoidable with content creation. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm just at a weird point in my life doing a bunch of weird things. So tried crack once and was miserable. Made me feel all grimy. Yeah, bad crack is bad, and it's all bad. But I'm just like now more aware than ever of my words being like either taken out of context and used in certain ways, and I think like kind of out loud and often about things that are like very nuanced and complicated or whatever, or not. Maybe I'm just making them seem that way. Thank you, Dewey. I'm 36. Thing is reducing. Yeah, no one sucks deep for cigarettes, but hey, if taxes keep going up there. I mean, I'm sure someone does, but I don't know. I've never. Dude, drug dealers have tried to put me in that position, and it's dark. And thankfully, I was never had anything happen to me like that or cross that line. But, oh God. Gosh, there really are some very demonic people. Yeah, part of getting clean is also just like, yeah, it is having to take accountability and grapple with things you did. And that's hard. Thank you, John. Cracking your eye make you do things you normally wouldn't do. I mean, your brain becomes hijacked, and it's, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go to the parade. No. It's overstimulating and terrible on a regular day, and it's definitely not for today for me. Trigger choice is MK2662. Tyler, you're the man online. What's the tea? What should I talk about today? I have not been in the loop. And even like the little channels I have been watching, I don't want to like share them because I don't want to expose these people to like whatever part of the internet I'm on still. Do you believe in the faith of Jesus Christ, Holy Spirit, God? Amen. I do, yeah. More than ever at this point, yes. I'm still confused on a lot of the more logistics. Like, people love trying to box you in and making you accountable for everything they don't like about a certain religion. I don't know. Someone was trying to argue young earth creationism with me, and I'm like, dude, I don't believe that. People just want to, like, make a bunch of assumptions about you the moment you start following Christ, that you have anything the fuck to do with all the fucking Looney Tunes who use the words of the Bible to just control, oppress, and be disgusting. I don't know what I fucking believe. Except for what I've experienced, that's become very apparent in my own personal life that I can't convey with words. And yeah. All religions have been trying to describe God with all different kinds of terms for millennia. And right now I'm vibing with, obviously, I follow Jesus Christ. I do feel I have a personal relationship. And I don't know, it's not something I came to by way of reason. It was in spite of my delusional perception that I was a reasonable person at any point. There's a former child actor that suffers mental health. Would be interesting for you to interview. But I don't want to expose him to the loser Thorpe and Keem audiences. I know, yeah, it's like, I don't know. That's why I'm planning on doing just like a wholesome lockdown. Complete disengaging, even with the Thorpiters. Because there's just not one reason to at this point, and there's already enough evidence to extend the RO if that needed to happen, so it's just time for a new chapter. Can you sit down? Yeah. But it's unpleasant. In my arms. Dude, I'm gonna get so much better pacing mileage in my next apartment. I got the Dyson just in time because I'm gonna be around the suburban bitches. Okay? No more screaming all over the place in the street, acting crazy, reckless, not being aware. Hey, how's it going, Tony? You're in a huge building if you're trying to make it to your car. No, I'm just walking around my apartment because one thing that's always helped me, especially if I'm in any kind of like opiate or benzo or today gabapentin withdrawal, is walking. Because you get extreme restless legs and everything. But all we have to do is just make it through. Okay? I can call my doctor. They might not, I don't know what they're going to do about the gabapentin fiasco. I don't know how I fucked up that bad. Crazy. No, it's okay. Why would anyone know? I just polished myself up, so I probably, aside from the way that I'm talking and acting, probably don't look like I'm in like a lot of withdrawal. And it's not, you know, I don't think I need to go to the hospital or anything. I don't feel like I'm gonna have a seizure. Hey, what's up, Cinerange? It's Celebrity Sunday, that today. No, I set up a link. I'm planning on doing it later though, because I still might. The church I went to last week, their service is at 4, but like, I don't think I should go outside. Like, if I'm really thinking about it, like, I don't know if that's a good idea. This is the most uncomfortable season too, of like, to be. I can't even tell you how violent temperature changes feel when you're in withdrawal. It's so unpleasant. And it's just in between hot and cold. And it's not working for me. Seems like you have good taste in music, MJ. I, mutual mistrust, love's gone behind. Hey, how's it going, Presley? Maybe it's the menopause. Getting to be that age, so bring it on. That my period is awful. And yeah, part of me is like, oh, maybe I'll slip in a kid if I'm lucky by 40. But probably for the best to just not. Because I don't know if I should replicate this. It's been enough. Break the chain. Maybe I'm being anti-natalist again. I'm going back to my roots, okay? Yeah, that's true. That's all true. I mean, there would have to be an extreme series of like miracles, but anything's possible, so. But it's definitely not something I'm big and planning on right now. But you know what? I love fucking animals. I never was a little girl that wanted to get up and get married and have babies. I wanted to get a farm and save all the animals. Oh yeah, that's a crazy coincidence. Yeah, he seems like a really good dude. Interesting person for being here. Oh, you guys know the same guy? That's sick, Ruby. Not like that. No. Gosh. No, I just, I've also thought of like having something of like a lol cow farm online. We're dreaming big, people. So sometimes part of dreaming big is when you're spitballing. Jesus Christ will give you a chance to go to church Sunday. I mean, I went to church twice this week, so I don't feel any kind of like obligation. I just quite enjoyed it. I've been really enjoying feeling connected to the Holy Spirit and to God. It's been incredibly helpful to me, especially in withdrawal. I found like what feels like kind of miraculous levels of relief, and being able to sleep last night in itself was like a miracle. Ruby, Arya just happens to be a mod for the actor I mentioned earlier. No way! Oh, that is totally random. I should do, that was like, you know, Celebrity Sunday, it started as like a call-in show, and then it moved to more gossip show. And then I did used to always have like interviews, but I just haven't, aside from like Scarlett, and she's, I think we're just like on different kind of schedules. And like, I feel like she's usually going on the more like super late night podcast. I'm usually super asleep by like midnight most nights. Can see you every night. Yeah, right. Seems really sweet. I've seen them in Keanu's chat too. This is your playlist. Maybe it quite literally is, because this is no, it's autoplaying a lot of the songs that I tend to listen to. But yeah. One good way to find out good bands is just look at all the groups that Kurt Cobain himself enjoyed. That's how I found out about like Lilliput and Meat Puppets and I don't know, just random groups. He had a really great taste. He was also a very like empathetic person, from what I could gather. Some people serve the self. Some people serve others. Some people serve God, which is should hit all of them. But it's much better to be in. A lot of people manifest their religious instinct and urges in activism, and trying to morally purify and absolve themselves and others. I've definitely done that. This is Douglas too. I get it in. Okay, nice. Boy Blue, do you think you find your existence in others? Like, do I see myself in others? Quite often, yeah. Yeah. I smoke e-cigarettes, you smoke rubber lights. Cause today I found my friends doing my head. That's okay, cause so are you. Broke on miss. Day morning. It's every day for all I care. So I'm not gonna go to this fucking thing. No, I'm just procrastinating ending at this point. I got the guitar. What's annoying to me is I have never been crazy about finger picking. I've always generally played electric guitar with a pick of medium thickness, preferably. And I can't find any fucking picks, and it makes me not want to play guitar at all. And I was never really... I almost would say I was, like, into acoustic guitar. Like... I think I've been to, like, one enjoyable acoustic concert out of, like... Well, not hundreds, but... near 100, perhaps. All right, later, Tony. I'm planning on doing Celebrity Sunday today, so I'll be on again later. It's 3 o'clock. You went to a Noel Gallagher acoustic Oasis? I mean, obviously the most... One obvious amazing acoustic performance was Nirvana. That is obviously, you know, probably accepted as one of the best musical performances of all time, let alone of any I mean, it wasn't entirely acoustic, but it was considered an acoustic set. Because it wasn't, just, you know, using electric distorter. It was to be good. I'm trying to be good. Maybe you should take a break from the screens review. Maybe go have a drink with your brother if he's not working today. I've actually been taking the biggest break from screens I have in a while. So I'm loving this right now, but, and I'm not drinking right now. I haven't drank since the incident. But I did see my brother just, in this last week. I forgot what we did, but we all got together for something. But if I stay a little manic or scattered, it's because I'm on day 2 of cold turkey quitting an insane dose of gabapentin. And I just decreased my methadone, so it's making me feel a little more scattered and weird. I like it. I mean, but it's always good advice to take breaks from screens, you know. When I'm home just chilling in bed, I probably do about equal amounts of things online and, like, reading or writing. I do a lot. I was actually going through some of my old journals today. They're fucking ridiculous. Like it, I'm not gonna crack. I might upload some pictures for later because it's pretty funny. I put some on Discord already. STV. Don't get addicted. I'm strung out on like Red Bull too. That's its own issue. I should pretend when I have a lot, but I'm having fun. What's up, Jerry? Gamer says, I'll be there for a while, but I may fall asleep though, because my dad's coming to pick me up tomorrow. Going to see your nan and granted. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, everyone, it's always important to make times to see the people that you really care about and keep you grounded in life, for sure. Have you ever read Awakening the Sleeping Giant with Tony Robbins? No. Isn't he like a self-help guru? Thank you, boy blue. That's very kind to say. I wish you the best as well. Alright. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and then wrap it up for real. I don't think I should go out in public. Tony Robbins is the best. Doesn't he have like a very distinct voice? You know I'm all up in that like self-help shit, so he's definitely popped up on my thing before. You know? I like, like Robert Greene, pretty lots of power, obviously a fan. Just trying to keep holy. The Bible, the Confessions, Holy Hour. It's giving me power. Makes me feel better. Don't go out in the weather because it is feeling not good because I'm in withdrawal. Super into this shit. This I was reading this morning, it was almost like too intense for me. Saint Bonaventure. But it is very helpful for me as someone who was a militant atheist for most of my life to kind of see, to read a lot of the perspective on the more intelligent representatives of the religious side of things. Also, it's just a cool book. Very cool. Some of it's a bit too heady, but it's not too bad. Tony Robbins is the best. He's a literal giant. Did you ever read the Paul Bragg health books? No, I can show you some of my library. It's all over the place. Everything's trashed. I'm a mess. I'm bad. I suck. You can hear the parade. It's literally like 1 block away, but I don't want to go out there. I don't even want to open my window. This is the last time I tried to organize anything over here. I went through a big phase of reading reality star autobiographies. See, I have all of the Playboy bunnies. I bought all their books. I've always loved just blending the retarded with the more retarded. Lots of young prayer books. Not much fiction, though. Not much fiction at all. And I'm almost like embarrassed about that because I feel very ignorant at the bookstore as someone who didn't go to school, dropped out of, got a GED, started community college, didn't really have that kind of like normal experience of being assigned like books to read and like going through the grades. So I try to do that now because it's like, I don't know. I can help people, no problem. Philosophy, theology sections, maybe a little sociology, gender study, whatever. But not so much with the general literature. That gets embarrassing sometimes. Oh, I was going to find a cigarette and forgot what I was doing. Yeah, I'm not gonna put on pants and a jacket and be too hot, too cold, and feel like I'm being stabbed all over with like thousands of knives while being in a bad acid trip. This doesn't seem like the way to go for today. And in a pool of green slime and the overcast. It's always fucking overcast on St. Patrick's Day. Lots of books. Too much. I work in a bookstore, so I do. Obviously, I've worked in a couple bookstores downtown, so I've acquired a decent amount over the years. And I'm sentimental. I like to keep them. I could downsize some of them, like things I brought home from the free pile that I never ended up reading. Don't have a gun. Tomorrow's St. Patty's Day. I'm not sure when the actual date is. There's just a parade they do in my city. And it would be an obvious thing to do for content, but no. It's not a good idea. Because I don't want to drink or like get caught up socially, get too excited, and then, it just seems like the worst place to go be in withdrawal. Yeah, not doing it. We're locked in for the day, people. We're not going out there. You're Irish, but you live in Slovenia, so it doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, for me, it's always just meant that it was a miserable shift when I worked in the restaurant industry. And it also meant that once I ordered Instacart by accident on St. Patrick's Day, and they just literally could not get it to me. And I was like, what? I'm like, and they're like, yeah, like every single road is blocked off right now, and you're literally blocked this square that we can't access downtown. Rudy, are you Catholic? I mean, I've been reading a lot of saints, and I like the idea of using them as an intercession. That whole concept helped me kind of understand it, because I had a perception that was kind of like idolatry, but I'm in my spiritual infancy. I rejected spirituality on a conceptual level for many years. Irish have fun parades. I'm trying to think if I've ever had fun at the parade or if like it was ever really worth it, because I'm not a big day drinker either. It's never been pleasant, so I don't know why it would all of a sudden become pleasant for me to do well in withdrawal. It's an awful day to work, because it's not even like, usually busy days, like say Valentine's Day, great time to work. You've got people that want to go out, they're spending money, they're getting the whole service. St. Patty's Day, I'm a drunk leprechaun. It's horrible. It's horrible. I denounce it. I rebuke it. St. Patty is rolling. It's aesthetically whack. You could not go to America on Patty's Day. Go fucking insane. Is anyone working in Marley? Oh, that's cool. I love the Saints. Yeah, the Saints have, for me, been like a game changer. Like, I've been feeling a very intense spiritual experience. They had like my experience in withdrawal in 2023 that I've been trying to piece together, and I've had a lot of different confused iterations of it. So, but I've definitely consistently been reading the Bible and going that route. And then when I started reading, like at the bookstore, when I started getting exposed to theology and like getting, for the first time, like I had never had any interest in really seriously inquiring on those questions, because I found them to be just like totally stupid and to me self-evidently incorrect and wishful thinking, opiate of the masses, blah blah blah. Amen. Yeah, one thing I feel strongly about is Jesus. That's stayed consistent. And, that message, that what I believe is like the true, ultimate, most perfecting message. I've definitely struggled, though, with like interpreting other things and misinterpreting and getting more context for it. It's just not as obvious as I thought. If you like the life saints, you should look into Orthodox Christianity. It's a different relationship to the saints. Interesting, because that's the other. Because I've been trying to see like, oh, what flavor, what kind of church should I go to, blah, blah, blah. And I've been going to an Episcopal, and then recently I went to a Catholic church for Mass on Wednesday. Or is that considered Mass on I don't know. I went to a service. I'm very ignorant. But, I mean, it's been very profound for me reading the saints, and it's completely changed my view and deepened my relationship to God, and general has been a large part of my upward spiral, and it's very inspiring. And it's just a different message than people tend to associate with, following the Bible as one of these people who really were wretched, considered lowest of the low people who had that kind of miraculous turnaround. And it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, all that green ain't so fashionable, but all the gorgeous redheads gotta wear. Sounds sillier. It would be Rex, Mass, Chaos, the Cockers. It's just such an aesthetically, the way they do it downtown and in any like parade I've seen really is like, yeah, it's very aesthetically troubling, and it would be an assault to my eyes in every sense. So the sources are like, anyway, they'll find one thing they can do really well is just find something to hate in everything and everyone. They're in hate with the world and with each other, with themselves. Amen. God bless them. I do pray for them to have a miraculous turnaround. And as the saints have shown us, that is possible. And it gives me more hope for my own life, and hope, faith, love. These are all things that can cyclically like feed into themselves in the same way that like despair, rage, other emotions cyclically feed into themselves and take you on a downward spiral. Aesthetically troubling? Weird. I mean, yeah, ugly, aesthetically troubling, not serving visual, don't like the way it looks. Yeah, I stand by that. I really don't like the way it looks. And I'm on level 1000. All my neurons are firing, and all my little opioid and like gabapentin receptors are all like, what the fuck, dude? So I think visually it'd be even more of an assault. Like, Puma says green is the best, but Yankee. It's not even just green. Green is a beautiful color. But it's all the like little like, making the Irish all about like leprechauns. Like, it's just so unfortunate. I mean, I don't know anything about anything, so just my opinion. I ate an entire bag of edibles yesterday. I didn't feel it at all. Bummer. I did sleep though, so that was more than I expected. Grimes is also turning to Jesus. Many are. It's an absolute spiritual revival right now. At least that's what I see. But, I'm just a fucking weirdo online. I was probably the most unusual, unrelatable perspective in the world. All right, I'm just gonna end the stream. I haven't had anything to say since I started, really, but I just wanted to demonstrate the Dyson. How fucking cool is that? Like, it just, for that, this all just happened from drying is great, and I can finally wear my hair, like, in a way that's straight without sacrificing volume. Eric, how's it going? There are zero first-hand accounts of the historical Jesus. Furthermore, there is doubt any of the words of Jesus are recorded in the gospel. Yeah, there's been many debate about Jesus for many, many years. That is very true. But like I said, my experience wasn't finding faith through reason. Reason was what, or this idea that I had like a real grip or like could even have the ability to comprehend anything about the nature of reality in any kind of meaningful way. I was just kind of a pompous person. But anyone who's like critical of me now, I'm like, you know what? Gotta take it on the chin, baby. Because I've been that person so many times, just being like, can Sky Daddy do this? Does your Sky Daddy know about this? And that's one way to be, but as many people who struggle with addiction, I've found a lot of hope, solace, and positivity through my spiritual experience, which could be entirely psychosis and mania and some kind of like natural phenomena. I wouldn't know, bitch. I wouldn't know, would I? Wait, also, it's interesting how divergent not just opinions are, but just like the information we build opinions on. Everything is debated down to the ittiest thing. But my whole thing is kind of like I vibe with Pascal's wager that even if it did turn out to not be true, it still provided an incredible sense of solace, purpose, meaning, community, context, all kinds of things that it does provide to one, and could be like metaphorically true or whatever. But I can think of one thing I don't want to do ever is debate religion. It's just, I don't think you come to it through that experience. I didn't. Like, I literally just had to be completely overcome with what felt like supernatural experience that thankfully also led me to turn my life around off of, being addicted to fentanyl, crack, and doing OnlyFans and whatnot. I mean, it's hard to really know, but I mean, these things are investigated. I don't think that I am going to, I don't want to debate, like I said, I don't think it comes through that faculty, and I think it's reasonable to believe in a creator, the first mover that creates all movement in the world, whatever. And for all of human history, every human civilization has basically independently come up with a similar kind of religious structure pattern, good versus evil, light versus dark phenomena, which some texts are closer to describing than others. Some completely lead you astray, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, I was a big Sam Harris fan, big New Atheist, Richard Dawkins. I was all up in that shit. I love Ayaan Hirsi Ali. She actually, she went from Muslim to like militant debating atheist, like I used to debate, and now she's gone full loop back, and she's Christian. So, who knows? Everyone has their own path. Why people call this woman Rudy? I think it's because it's like a male way to say my name, and it's also like an autocorrect. It's a typo. It's also a way to say, it's just something that's caught on. Hey, Dustin, how are you? Just got to be raw. It doesn't matter what mood we be in. It's all about focus, street facts. Being sober helps you be more psychic and in tune with spirit room while seeking it. The facts. That would make sense. But yeah, I like documenting and sharing my experience, seeing people relate to it online. But I don't see myself entering like the debate arena to try to convince atheists that God is real, by presenting the same argument that's being had over and over and over and over and over for all of humankind that never really advances about whether or not God exists. I think it's just kind of something personal or cultural. Yeah, Rudy, it just has its own little funny just connotation. Is Dashin the one that danced on last Celebrity Sunday? Yes. Yes. I had the blue wig. This was the Celebrity Sunday of tears of led to like major catastrophic events happening. But honestly, like, I'm very pleased with how everything is ultimately worked out. I'm appreciative for the struggles and the shifts, and I'm just trying to find the way forward through the debris. Rudy, just be Catholic. It's fullness of truth. I mean, that's what, to be like, what I feel to be true based on my fifis is vibing with that. Especially given my direct personal experiences, the fact that I feel either like closer or further from God, you know, based on which perspective or text or lens I'm looking at it through. I fear Roobster sometimes doesn't speak her truths. I honestly, in my perception, I mean, I could be so just deluded that I can't even access it, but I feel like I try to just say everything about myself and just be as honest as possible as my only guiding principle online. But it doesn't mean that I'm not capable of deluding myself, or like, it's not to say that I've never, lied, but it's something I take very seriously. I don't know. I feel like I say a lot. I feel like I say way too much. What would the secret be? It's like, what would the thing be that I'm hiding? A bunch of corpses? Like, I feel like I say. I get a kick out of airing out my deep emotional exhibitionism. I get a fucking kick out of it. That's my fetish. You were an Orthodox Christian growing up? Yeah, I'm not. I have an Orthodox prayer book. I find, Eastern Orthodoxy to be also appealing. I don't know. Exactly, you say too much. So you want me to conceal more? I don't think the criticism would be you aren't telling the truth. It would be you should tell less truth and conceal yourself more because I'm uncomfortable or something. Because it's generally just detrimental to myself. But I mean, that's always what I've done online, from the jump. I've liked that, I wanted to just say what felt as true as possible to me online without holding anything back and just see what happens. And that's going to change, because my opinions are changing. No, you're blabbing. Well, do you know what? If I'm not, like, talking right now, like, it would be a silent stream. Think about this, man. What is a solo, like, what? Yes, I'm blabbing, I'm yapping. I'm not telling you that this is the creme de la creme, like, this is some good shit I'm handing. I'm just speaking my thoughts and vibing. Let me vibe. The feeling revelation of the creator, to some, it's faith. That relationship is different for all of us. And he comes and goes from our lives. He sees fit. Some he never does. Yeah, and for me, it happened to be an overwhelming, like, just the contrast of feeling for the first time, the very distinct feeling of like, okay, like something that was very distinct. Like I'm more emotionally distraught. I'm more physically distraught. I'm in peak fentanyl withdrawal. I'm on my friend's floor. I'm crying, like that kind of thing. And then to just be filled with like a glowing sense of joy that hasn't escaped me since on like some fundamental level. Not saying I'm like joy at all times. I'm just saying that that spiritual spark has carried on for me. So I'm just rolling with it. Dashton says, eyes vibe with the movie Stigmata WWG Day. Wow. Dude. I like Dashton. I think they're on a vibe. Hey, Zach, how's it going? How do you deal with these stars? I guess just the way that I do. It's just giving them way too much attention and letting one person completely dominate an entire stream with just one word or statement. Well, she's expressing herself. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's an impression I've been under, but I have to be aware that my words do impact people, and I need to be a lot more careful. And that's one of the reasons I described Celebrity Sunday in the description the way that I did, which is like, I don't know what I'm doing. I've felt very, the more I tap into like a spiritual experience, the harder it is for me to do certain things or look at certain things. I don't even know. Like, yeah, I haven't even been able to watch any drama content or anything. I feel like, all right, I'm ready to watch some edgy content. So, like, I'll do Celebrity Sunday. I'm gonna, you know, it's not gonna be, I don't know what it's gonna be like or what the plan is, honestly. I'm happy to see someone of such energetic enthusiasm with brains as well. Let's go, bitch. Thank you. Not trying to sell or push anything. It's just refresh and change from usual. Thank you. I'm really not. I mean, the thing I'm trying to sort of push is like that I have an honest desire to connect with people as the most genuine form of myself that I can express online in a limited format. That's fun for me. But everyone has their different little things that get them going, you know? That's just what does it for me. Hey, how's it going, Melanie? Good afternoon, Ruby. Hope you're having a great day. Looking forward to the show later. Yay! Yes, looking forward to seeing you there. And today's been, I feel chipper. Physically, I feel unwell due to gabapentin and methadone withdrawal. So I feel weirder than normal, but broadly chipper. Broadly happy. And I was like, you know what? I feel like I want to do Celebrity Sunday. I found a song I want to do for an intro. The vibe came to me, and I was like, all right, I just kind of want to do this now. Like, I'll be honest, fentanyl withdrawal cope over 3 years. It's hard, but really be focused. Fentanyl withdrawal cope. I mean, I'm still tapering off of methadone. Yeah, it could take a while. Yeah, so I just went down to 25 milligrams from 30 a couple days ago, and I went from, the main thing though is the gabapentin, going from 100 milligrams, just more than you're allowed to be prescribed because I was accidentally taking twice my dose, to 0 has definitely, but this channel is focused on like addiction. It's kind of like the first line of the description, so that will be a topic that comes up, and yeah, so long as I'm withdrawing from opiates, I'm going to express that because I think people, at least for me, when I was still trying to find hope and inspiration to get off drugs, like part of that was like, I wanted to really see what it was like for someone. I wanted as much information as possible of what that would look like without it being changed or altered or medicalized. I wanted to see other people doing it, you know? And that's one of the reasons I felt compelled to share parts of my life that, you know, being shared. Obviously I get like a huge amount of or not a huge amount, but like a decent amount of people who dislike me and you know, have a lot of judgments about my addiction recovery or my timeline. And a lot of people don't really know much about methadone, So it's like, what are you gonna do? That's part of it, you know, part of it is sharing that so that people can know. But yeah, if you're someone who's never had that issue or experience and you're not active, like, yeah, you're probably gonna be like, oh, she's talking about tapering and withdrawal. I should put it in the title as like a warning, like, I'm in withdrawal, so I'm gonna talk about the state that I'm in. Once again, I'm sorry I'm not lying enough for you. I don't know what the message is. You seem like people are just confused. They just want to be contrarian assholes. Obviously, I'm in a vastly better state than I was just a year ago, and vastly better state than the year before that. So, you know, I know that to be true for my life, and I know that to be true in the experience of everyone who knows me, who watched me get so close to death and then come back from it and build my life back. But it takes years. It can take years. And maybe I'm just not that good at it. Maybe I'm just not that good at being a person. So I'm very sorry. I don't know. I don't know what to do about it, though. Listen, this time, like, I don't know. To me, it's so obvious that when people say this, I have to remind myself, like, people are broadly just trolling me, like, you know, or people, they just don't know that much about addiction. Like, no, you know, that's what's has nothing, there's no need for me to really even respond to this length. Thank you, Presley. I mean, I still have a long way absolutely to go, obviously. But yeah, it's the process of self-actualization is actually a lifelong process. So I don't think that I'm gonna get to a point where I'm like, all right, I'm done. We made it to the whatever. Don't say that, Ruby. Good. It's like, I know that. I don't know why. So it's like, since I know that, anyone reasonable whose perception I value knows that. It's like when you see everyone as like a username, it can kind of be a false equalizer of opinions in your mentally. Because what you're not seeing is like how much you should value those opinions based on other things you could see. Like, all right, this is someone who's obviously very unhappy or has their own thing they're working on, like, and they're trying to work that out through me, and that's fine. Hey, what's up, Samu? Ruby, hey, come on. How can your life be so bad when you're constantly provided with drugs? That's the whole issue of this this moment in time right now, though, is that I'm not. I'm cold turkey withdrawing from a huge dose of gabapentin right now. And it just happened to be on the most intense jump down of my entire methadone withdrawal history, because as you get to the lower dose, it gets a lot more intense. Weird timing. But anyway, that's... yeah, I don't know. All I can really do now is just keep bitching about that and talking about other things, but I'll spare you. So have a great time, and maybe I'll do